The intent was then to put together a support group called the Veterans Forum. And the Veterans Forum would provide every asset available to veterans at least once a month at this forum, to be at this one place, so that the veterans could actually go through almost a smorgasbord of assets that they had. Give them an opportunity to utilize those assets, and then as a group attend a therapy session.
It became pretty obvious that we needed to do the mentor thing, which is the hallmark of the Veterans Court system. The court can't possibly train and logistically handle recruiting and mentoring and training mentors and managing them, and we can't raise money. And so in order to be able to do those things, we had to form a separate organization, and that's why it's separate from the court. What we do is provide the meat for the process. The court provides the overwatch for it and the kind of the accountability piece to it. But we provide the training. We give them the meat to the bones of what the Veterans Court does.
And one of the issues that came up on about the second forum was the fact that these forums are assigned at 6 to 8 p.m. Individuals were showing up hungry, and I determined at that point that we probably should develop some system to feed them. And I think the second forum, recognizing it was coming, a friend of mine and I put together 3 crock pots of various stews and soups. We got some bread rolls, some sodas, and they came in and they ate.
Our mentors, are part of their training is to identify community service partners that can be reached immediately for a particular vet's needs or his family's needs. We have everybody from SNAP to WorkSource.
We had a number of volunteer attorneys that would show up and assist many of the veterans with landlord-tenant issues, child support issues. DSHS sent us an individual on the topic of child support who basically showed the people how to make their payments.
She is a DCS social worker. She's also a retired Air Force Master Sergeant and a vet. She started coming to the forums, setting up her table to try to help vets who were having child support issues. She would have appointments for them set for the next day at Division of Child Support.
The Department of Licensing showed up and they had individuals who would help them get their licenses back.
The community colleges of Spokane is another big provider, and they're here too. They help guys and gals get signed up for their VA or GI Bill benefits. The Vet Center, the VA Vet Center, a couple other folks from the Vet Center talk about the counseling that are provided there, the activities that are endless down there for vets and families. It goes on and on. We have a guy that trains dogs for anxiety and other PTSD issues for vets, and he comes and talks about dog training and what the dog does for folks like that. Gonzaga School of Nursing has provided instructors in here on health issues for vets, particularly those in the middle age or some of us beyond that. It just goes on and on.
Folks that show up to give them lessons on how to prepare a resume, how to do other things that are life skills that a lot of folks don't necessarily have. The other aspect of it simply is the volunteerism of the universities that keep sending us professors to teach about PTSD and the effects on your family.
We have some serious academics that come in here who talk to our vets and about those kinds of readjustment issues that are normally that follow on about PTSD. Triggers, finding your triggers. How do you reach out for support not only from the VA or the Vet Center, but also from your family and friends?
The quality of speakers these mentees are exposed to is phenomenal. I mean, we're talking department heads from Gonzaga, from the local universities, some very accomplished counselors with very profound messages that have deep impact for not only the mentee, but for the mentor.
You learn a lot. You learn about PTSD. You learn about coping skills. You learn about depression, anxiety, TBI. You learn about suicide rates for veterans. You learn about veterans resources that can help you out. So you learn about all these things, and coming to the forum, you got that sense of belong together like a military unit. You got a sense of belonging, that you're not the only one who's going through this. There's other people as well going through this. So that kind of helped out a lot.
That's what a lot of them have missed over the years. Once you get out of the military, you're gone. You never have that experience of being a squad member, a platoon member, or a headquarters member. This unit that has been kind of created, you can see them kind of responding to it when they call for volunteers to pull down the chairs, and from the dinners that they have, we got people coming up and do it. There's people acting as NCOs. They get back into that unit identity.
They're there to actually help you, and they get you the resources you need. I mean, we come here to this forum and we get a free meal, and then we have some good talks afterwards. They all helped me a lot, and they never gave up on me. You know, even though I gave up on myself.
I know a lot of people come here because they have to, but I don't know anybody yet within my year that by 3 or 4 months in, they actually want to come to learn something, and it's awesome.
This tremendous community involvement, it's this tremendous volunteer spirit that is incredible to me. I would venture to say that we have a minimum of 45 to 50 mentors, 60 mentors at least involved in the program. And then if you throw in all of the other volunteers, I think on any given forum we're going to have about 20 additional volunteers. So we're looking at upwards of 60 to 80 people who have volunteered their time and continue to do so.
Meeting other veterans was a huge thing, getting involved with other veterans and knowing that I wasn't the only person that was going through that or had experienced what I experienced was a big thing.
I get to come here and share stories and hear stories about Vietnam and World War II and just Korea, Iraq, Afghanistan, these awesome stories, and these people are hurting inside just as you are, and you have that commonality, if you will. And it's a good place.
It works because of the camaraderie that can only be achieved through the veteran status. They've all been through the same training, they've been through, for the most part, the same experiences. They're all military people, they understand that, and it's easy to bring them together. So the camaraderie and the feeling that we're truly helping them get back on the rails, one vet at a time, and no vet left behind.
This is a community. This is a community of veterans, and we are called to walk alongside each other. That is what makes it work.
Veterans are an amazing group of people because if you ask them to do something, they will step up and do it. We've never had anybody tell us no to be a speaker for the forum. We've never had anybody tell us no when we need help setting something up, setting a program up, setting up and cleaning up at the forum. We've never had anybody say no. So you just need to ask people to do it and just put the word out there that you need the help and they'll come help.
The magic of it is the mentors in the forum. The mentors really care. Every single person involved in this program, from the judge down to the mentors, the probation, they all want to see people succeed. They do not want to see a failure. It works because of the forum.
They've got somebody there that's on their side of it. And that's a whole treatment team. They know that the judge is on their side, they know probation's on their side, they know, the defense attorneys and the prosecutors, everybody's on their side. Nobody's here to go against them, everybody's here to make them succeed, and that's the neat things. We tell them that over and over, that we're all here to help you succeed, and most of them do.
The core group that's behind this is remarkable. They bring skills from all kinds of different locations, but the most important thing is that they're all vets. Nobody has to explain why we're here. As a vet from Vietnam, the more yellow ribbons we see for these young vets coming back, we didn't get those, but we will be damned if we're ever going to let that happen again.